Okay? Person on bottom, your job is to stand up either by hitting the technical stand up like we just did or getting the turtle, depending on the situation. So if I manage to cross post here, again, general rule, if I cross post with my left hand, my left foot's gonna hit the ground and I'm gonna start scooting out onto my right side to hit the technical stand up here. If she stays low and tries to connect her hands, that's probably the technique I'm gonna use. However, you'll very quickly notice that if, as I go to cross post, your opponent starts to stand up, yeah, her head and her hips are now higher than mine. It's gonna be really hard to get up from here, right? Now I have to change my approach. Let me give you a couple general rules. If your opponent's head and hips are significantly higher than yours, you're not gonna be able to hit the technical stand-up, generally speaking, right? So from here, I'm probably gonna switch to like a turtle attack and start going for legs from here, okay? Or get to the front headlock and stand up like we did for the warm-up. Okay, so again, I'm starting you in the closed guard. Your job is to stand up one of two ways. If you have other ways, absolutely go for it. Generally speaking, if they're on the ground with you and trying to pin you, you're gonna hit the technical stand up. If they start raising above you, then you're gonna hit turtle and get to a leg or front headlock. They have to make a decision. If they decide to stand up, they have to let go of their grip, generally speaking. Okay? If they decide to stay on the ground, they have a stronger grip because they don't need their hands to get up. So make them make the choice, and again, stay one step ahead of your opponent. Any questions? Good? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Go!
Got Kai on top, or Francisco on the bottom. Francisco getting the feet on the hips. Kai's going to pass. Oh, it makes good space. I want to go over one thing here. Look at Francisco's uh left arm. Boom. Posts. I cannot close the distance between him and Francisco in any meaningful way. Get his hits on top. So Francisco's out of the air. Gonna reset. Go again. Kai's doing a good job staying chest to chest, trying to get that hip over. As long as it doesn't get elevated. Oh, there. And as I say that, he gets elevated and swept. Francisco, very good practitioner. I believe he's undefeated in amateur MMA. Look at Francisco's left hand control. Oh, he was controlling Kai's wrist. Kai's getting chest to chest. He's gonna get swept here. Francisco makes a half guard. Yep, gets the sweep. He's getting that sweep because Kai's coming forward without his base underneath him. So of course, he gets elevated and then swept with that butterfly. Again, if you're the person on top, you don't necessarily have to rush. You just have to maintain top position to win this game. Again, Kai doing a good job getting chest to chest. Let's see if he can pass the leg without elevating. Nope, he's going to get swept. Oh, we're going to run out of time. Got Kirk on the bottom, Dave on top. Oh, Kirk might get to a triangle from here. Beautiful. All started with that wrist control. And then he turns. He's going to get on top. Hey, that's a stand-up as far as I'm concerned. That was excellent. Very fluid. Kurt's got such a funky style. I tell him all the time. Like again, this was a while ago because you could tell it's filmed in our old school. But I tell him all the time, like at a certain point, it's gonna be really hard to coach you because your style's so funky. Dave tripods up, gets his hips higher than Kirk. He's getting that wrist controlled again, guys. You cannot let your opponent control your hands. No, sir. Gonna get put in that same triangle position. Oh, it gets swims arm. It gets put back in it again. Avoids the triangle. Kirk would be smart to use this to get up. Oh, Dave gets the pass. Never mind. Gonna reset. Can't really tell what's going on in this angle. Well, Kirk's controlling that grip again. All right, Dave did something. Okay, let's rewind it a little bit. Dave got his grip controlled. You can see it here. His grip is being controlled. But watch what he does. He goes in. He goes from outside to inside and grabs the inside of Kirk's calf. I mean, still don't like it. Kirk could definitely go for like a Kimura or something from here, but he makes it work. Gets the pass. Very nice. Creative solutions to the problem on both ends. Both looking for inside position with the grip. Dave gets to a standing position. Oh, excellent. Let's look at what happened. Dave goes for like a throw by here. Dave did everything right. He throws Kirk's right leg by, boom. Kirk gets a grip here. And before Dave can establish his weight, he goes with the momentum, sits up. If I were Kirk, I would have continued sitting up this way. I think it turned out this way, which is fine. So it wasn't quite as clean as I had originally thought. But boom, this is what saves Kirk. It's got a little reverse frame here. Very, very smart. Now look, Dave can't get his weight on top of Kirk, and he's going to use that to push Dave away, make space, and now he's out. That was very, very, that's clean. That's Steve on the bottom and on top. I'm actually not sure what position they started in, but they're going after it now with the wall. Oh, Steve builds a base. He's using the wall to keep Ann from getting behind him. That's smart. Hey, wall's in play. I can't believe we trained in that old place. This is an old video. I know I've been super late on the instructionals, but okay, so it looks like they started in close guard. I can't believe we've trained in that place. Steve gets his hips out, creates a frame, and needs to climb up the body. Yeah, if Steve's arm is straight and he gets his hips out, if you can't then get your hips over your opponents, not higher, but not just higher, I should say, but over your opponents like it is, kind of like it is now, you're gonna have a tough time holding them down. We get a better angle on this one. Okay, see, Ant's doing a much better job controlling that frame right here. Steve wants to push away here. He can because Ant's controlling that grip. That's a great adjustment. And added bonus, he's controlling Steve's far post. So Steve goes to post on this elbow, and he can just pull that back and put him right on his back. Let's see how Steve adjusts. And let go of that sleeve grip. Let's see. And they might run out of time. Looks like Steve's trying to go for a butterfly. So he takes the half guard. He's going to get out. I got to run out of time. With the leg, Zach trying to defend. And trying to like switch to a single leg. He's got to stand up. Zach's got a body lock from the front. And gives up on it. Reset back in half guard. Oh, I don't actually know what position they started in. Oh, it's a close guard. Okay. Go from the close guard. Zach frames out. And it's got to get his hips a little bit higher. There we go. Oh, no, almost got caught in a scissor sweep. I thought Zach was going to be able to get his legs out. Maybe not. Still kind of stuck in this almost side control. Yeah, he's probably going to hit a switch. Got to get his arm inside. There we go. I think I'm coaching him through the switch real quick. And he gets his legs out. Nice. Probably one more go. Oh, he's probably going to run out of time, to be honest with you. Steve on the bottom. Kevin on top. Ooh, Steve gets a good hip escape. Makes frames out. Does a little, does a little dance, but still ends up on the bottom. Good cross face by Kevin. He's got the legs gonna turn out. Very nice recovery. Let's look at that entire sequence. That was great. Oh, I think they're still not done. Oh, it hits a peek out. Nice. Okay, now let's look at that entire sequence. So here, Steve's got a good collar grip, making good use of the gi here, and he's gonna straighten out that arm and get his hips back this way. Boom. So his hips are no longer directly underneath Kevin's, and he's got a nice strong frame right here. He's able to post out onto this elbow. Kevin reacted too late, starts to drop his weight on top of Steve, but again, Steve got his hips out, so he's no longer there. Manages to scoot that bottom leg out and base, but you'll see Kevin grab onto his gi pant. Steve realizes that he spins out. I want to point out this grip right here. This is what kept Steve from getting out all the way and had to go into that spin move. Comes up with a single leg, very dangerous, going for the inside leg like that. Kevin might be able to get to the whoops, might be able to get to the back here. Ops to crossface, very good. I don't know how Steve recovered from here. Oh, okay. Evan went to turn. Steve turned with him, grabbed his leg, gets to all fours. He's gonna stand up. He's gonna hit a peek out. Boom. Nice. That was great. That was a great little exchange here. Reset. There you go. That's our little out of focus. My apologies. Steve is trying to go for that same frame. Yep. Gets his hips out. Kevin's got a grip on his pant leg here, so it might be hard for Steve to take his leg out this time. Let's see how he deals with it. Oh, no, he let go of it. Steve making great space. Let's go back a little bit. You see him inching backwards just a little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. And once he feels the timing's right, he actually kicked off Kevin's leg with his left foot. Watch that. Boom, made the space. Now he's up. Yeah, that gi saved him. Otherwise, the gi wasn't there. Kevin would have run right to his back. But we're in the gi right now. Just be aware of the things that are and aren't available, gi and no gi. Reset back into closed guard. Kev going for a choke from inside the guard. Steve countering right back. He's getting that same grip again. Okay, so Kevin's doing something interesting. He knows that Steve wants to hip out this way, so he's not necessarily going for the choke, in my opinion. For choke's sake, he might be. But at the same time, if he's got a good grip here, it's going to be hard for Kev to hit back. And now he's standing up on him on top of that. Oh, I thought Steve was going for a leg. Listen, old school's the best school, right? Push your way on your opponent's feet. The only thing I would recommend is he stands up in base next time instead of risking giving up his back. I think that's it. Yep, that's it for this one. Got Javon on top and Jose on the bottom. Jose made good. Oh, never mind. Now they're starting. Jose making good frames. Oh, slips out. Javon's still holding onto a leg. Jose's got his hips and head higher than Javon's. Should have an easy time escaping. Maybe not. Both guys are incredibly strong for their size, for any size, but very strong. Very athletic. Oh, Javon's got the leg again. You might be able to take Jose down again. Jose makes a clean getaway. Gonna switch top bottom. Jose doing a very good job keeping the head and the hips covered. See how he's directly over Javon's hips? It's gonna be very hard for Javon to stand up. He's got to do other things to in order to get his hips out, and then he can start to stand up. He's not gonna be able to stand up. Look at Jose's head in relation to Javon and his hips in relation to Javon. It's almost directly over him. It's gonna be very hard for Javon to escape this position. Javon has to somehow, get out to the side, get out back, whatever. I mean, there's other things he can do, obviously, but if he wants to stand up, he's got to clear his hips. Here we go. Oh, swinging for an armbar, maybe? Oh, he swung for an armbar. Did not get it. Let's see if you could turn that into a stand up or a sweep. Oh, creates a scramble. Gives up his back, but gets the turtle. Let's see if he could stand. All right, yeah, he's out. Oh, no. Jose gets the arm positioning back. He's got the chest to back connection. Jamal's got to break it. Front headlock. He's got to fight the grips and back up. He's to a standing position. Oh, now he's back down. Now he's back standing. Excellent job, both guys. Jose doing a good job controlling the grip, pushing his head away. Frames inside. Oh, scrambles the turtle. Front, almost to the front headlock. Should be out. Vaughn keeping that neck like a dog. Most people will be out by now, but Javon's so strong. Javon's got to stand up with him. Jose doing a good job not backing up in a straight line. Hey, that was a weird kind of sweep, but he managed to get out. Not only that, he managed to get on top. I think we're going to run out of time for this one. Yeah. Back with Khaled on top and Dave on the bottom. He gets to his side, gets his hip out. Khaled's doing a good job staying glued to the legs. Dave goes underneath. Maybe he's trying to go octopus. Oh, okay, that was interesting. Let's look at that again. So Dave goes under and actually manages, I don't know if you can see this, manages to attach to Khaled's leg over here. Base is on his hand on the ground here, gets his leg out, and he comes up immediately into a single leg. That was excellent. Sneaky, effective, just like how we like our jiu-jitsu. I remember something my first coach told me. He said, you want your jiu-jitsu to be sneaky and lazy. I forget what I told Khaled there exactly. Starting to close guard again. He's going to try and base out again. Khaled doing a better job covering the hips this time. This time going over the legs. Now he's trying to pass. Not much going on here. Khaled trying to stay low and pass. They almost might have a Kimura here. I forget where they stopped. I think they were close to the other team. Does that reset the action? Khaled doing a good job keeping Dave's hips covered. Dave's hips are a little bit out, but not enough to get out of this situation. Oh, he's going for a guillotine. Not quite. Hey, but that was nice. So he went for a guillotine, unable to get it, but Khaled's natural reaction is to posture up. Dave gets underneath his head, sits out. Now he's got a chance. Then he goes go back to the guillotine. Very nice. Nice double threat he's got going on there. Yeah, Khan sits out. That was a very good use of double threat. He threatened the guillotine and he threatened the post out too. Good job. Perk on top, Cal on the bottom. Cal making plenty of space. Really like the control over this arm. Oh, turns the corner. Oh, and Cal comes out the back door. Let's look at that sequence of events again. If Perk comes around, Cal goes with the flow. That was beautiful. Very well done. I don't know what he said to me here. Bases out again. Control. Very nice. I mean, these are all textbook technical stand-ups. He's getting his hips out. He's controlling his opponent's grip. He's shrimping out far enough so that can't stay directly over him like he is right now. Oh, good solution by Kirk. Gets around. Good adjustment. Kirk having a tough time covering Callan's hips. I mean, they ran out of room on that one. I'm assuming that Kirk would have held him down. I was doing a good job getting his hips out directly from under Kirk. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I'm gonna go back and study that. All right. I want to make a specific point. Kyle's doing a great job. Keep your eye on this hand right here. Khaled is doing a great job controlling that grip. Again, if Kirk wants to come around the back and control Khaled's posture, generally speaking, he needs his hands connected. Khaled is denying him that. From here, this is where he messes up. He lets go of that grip and allows Khaled to get that grip. Now, imagine what would happen had he held that grip. He would have had much more free. Like, this hook would have been almost useless. This arm would have been almost non-effectual. Almost. He probably could have just stepped out and turned to face his partner. But because he loses this, Park is at least able to make, he doesn't get it, but he's at least able to make a play for the back. I think they go one more time. Alec doing a great job using his hands first and then getting his knees inside. Hands, he makes space, boom, gets his knee inside, and goes to that technical stand up. Oh, maybe not. Of course, as soon as I said that, gonna run out of room and time. Got Aaliyah on top and Ryan on the bottom here. I think I'm telling Ryan to get like a cross grip on. Yeah, that way they could frame on their opponent. There we go. Beautiful. I thought Aaliyah was going to be able to recover position from there for a second, but Ryan was able to keep that stiff arm post. They're going to reset. That cross post again on the shoulder. Makes a base. That was very good. Even with the fact that Aaliyah built height on it, Ryan was able to keep, trying to say, keep the posture. I almost thought that Aaliyah was going to be able to go over that stiff arm. Go again. Really doing a much better job keeping her head and hips over. Oh, oh, never mind. I thought Ryan was going for something else. Oh, going for a sweep. Almost got the pendulum sweep there, like a modified pendulum sweep. That was excellent. Let's look at that again. So going for the traditional technical stand-up, notices Aaliyah's weight is compromised, goes right to a scissor sweep. Beautiful. It's the beauty of jiu-jitsu. Ooh, I like this grip. I've trained mainly no-gi. Obviously, I have my black belt, but I like this grip because now if Aaliyah wants to do anything, she has to address this grip. It's acting as a very nice frame. Aaliyah, this is an interesting problem. Aaliyah recognizes that the arm is making space, so she elects to get as high as possible over Ryan. See how Ryan deals with this. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. I don't think standing up would have been an option from there. Aaliyah making good adjustments. Very nice. Good back and forth. So now this grip is no longer serving any purpose. Jose on top and Matt on the bottom here. Matt making good connections. Yeah. Simple stand up. He got it from the underhook. That was the interesting part. He didn't really make too much space. He was still chest to chest, but managed to base out on that left hand and get his right leg back. See if Jose makes any adjustments. Oh, they're about to run into the other team. Not doing a good job keeping Jose low on his hips. Jose making good connections. A good frame by Matt. And I like how he switched the underhook at the end there. Probably could have attacked from there. I forget what advice I was giving him. Or maybe I wasn't talking to him at all. Matt's got the underhook. Matt's doing a good job standing up with that underhook. Usually you need to make space to stand up, but he's been getting a good frame with his chest. Here, boom. If you get a good frame here, you can see Jose's hips are far away from his. Jose's not really leaning too much weight into him. His head is directly overhead, but here, and yeah, look at where Jose's weight is based. It's all the way over here. Matt is gone. Very nice. That gives a deep underhook. Let's see if it does the same thing. Jose's doing a better job keeping his weight on him now. Matt goes to a frame instead of an underhook this time because he feels that weight. It's a leg to frame. Now he goes back to the underhook. That was kind of smart. Okay. So Matt felt that Jose was distributing his weight a lot more effectively this time. He goes inside with the right arm frame, and then he's going to sneak this right leg frame in. And then, watch, he's going to go to an underhook. Boom. And do the same technique. We see Jose's weight is pulled back this way. Weight's on knees right now. A little bit of a lean, but not too much. And that's going to allow a lot of space between him and Matt to be able to stand up. Now, Jose does have a leg, but Matt's in a much better position. Good use of frames to get to a position that he wanted, which is the underhook. They get one more in. Might run out of time here. They're probably going to run out of time. Oh, no, Matt gets one more in. Nice. Kevin on the bottom, Steve on top. Steve doing a great job just staying tight. Oh, goes to over back position. Nice crossface. Yep, Kev is not going to be able to stand up from here. Definitely count that. Steven did a great job keeping chest to chest. There we go. Kevin gets that cross collar grip, but he's letting Steve get way too close. Steve's literally staying now. It's going to be hard to frame out. Look at the position of Steve's head. He's got his head in direct contact right underneath Kevin's head. That's acting as a post. From here, it's a little bit late because I believe Steve has a weave on this leg. If I were Kevin, if my goal was to stand up, I would try and get my feet on the hips and to extend this arm, try and get as much space between our upper bodies as possible. But again, it's going to be hard because Steve has this weave right here. He goes to over back position. I'd be going underhook right now if I were Kevin. Good crossface by Steve. Kevin gets rid of it, coming up to an octopus. Nope. Good pass by Steve. See if Kev makes adjustments, not letting Steve stand up, not letting him get close. There we go. Now he's using that frame effectively. Yep, he's gonna hip out. He's on the flat of his back, but he's still he puts his feet on the hips. No, now he's gotta switch directions. He's letting Steve get behind him. He had the right idea, but generally speaking, when you're standing up, actually that's not true because there's plenty of stand-ups where you face away from your partner. If you're gonna use a frame, you're probably gonna be facing your partner. If you're separating the grips and trying to get your hips out, you could face away from your partner. If you're using a frame, you're probably gonna face your partner. See if they have time for one more. Got Beck on the bottom. I can't quite see who it is on top. Got Beck on the bottom, Anthony on top. And he did a good job just staying smothered, keeping the hips covered. I think he's got his arms locked together. It's gonna be real hard to get stand up and get your hips free if your opponent's got the body lock on you. So Beck's first order is to get rid of that body lock. How he does it, I don't know. It looks like he's going for a Kimura sweep. Again, gonna be hard when your hips are covered. There we go. Arms are undone. Got like an octopus. Oh, nice. Oh, that was Ty, not Anthony. See what he did at the end there. I had a good body lock on him. Beck gets Kai to let go of the body lock. Okay, he's got a base here. Kai's kind of around his hips. This I like. We've been working the octopus lately. This is way back before we worked the octopus. He's got this arm here. Kai only has one choice. He can't go this way, or he could drive that way, but his head's not going to pop out that way. Head's not going to pop up. Beck builds a base, putting Kai's head on the floor, switches to an overhook and stands up. Nice. Let's forward a little bit. Let me get a better angle here. So Kai's in the open guard. Beck's trying to keep his hips above keep his head above Kai's. Kai doing a great job off balancing. He should have stood up right there. He had a chance. Beck was literally on his butt right here. He should have just based out, got that arm out, but he got lazy with this arm. I don't know why he broke contact with that arm, but he did. Yeah, I would have kept it. Moving on. Kai doing a very good job staying high on his opponent. Oh, Beck's out the back door. Uh, Almost. We'll let it play out and I'm going to rewind. I'll count it, but let's see what went wrong. Beck's almost out the back door here. He's got to keep this arm clamped tight onto Kai's back so Kai can't get that arm in between him and Beck again. Fails to do it. Look, Kai's arm is back around the hips. Here. Anytime you go for your opponent's back, if you get that positive body angle behind their or outside of their shoulder, keep that chest to back connection. Kai's hugging. He should be pushing. He should be making space. Beck's got the body lock on him now. Kai is going to use an underhook to try and break that body lock. Abandons it. Beck doing a good job getting that body lock. Oh, it gets swept. See what happened there. Steps over. Is that like a butterfly sweep? Beck steps over that leg. Oh, I actually don't know what happened there. Interesting. Gotta reset. Kai doesn't have a body lock, but he's got his arm on the high shoulder. Interesting. Kai doesn't really have the pass. His goal is to pass, but Really, the work is on the person on bottom to get up. Beck having a tough time figuring out a way around that high shoulder. If I were him, I would start hipping out this way and trying to get to the back because he's essentially got an unhook on this side. Oh, Kai decides to posture up. Beck getting his, oh, nice. A tripod sweep for the win. Very good.
Bottom, your job is to sweep or stand up. Person on top, your job is to pass. Okay, so simple stand up from here. If I can't get a sweep going, right? Same thing I did before. I'm gonna switch my feet. You know, I can't get the forward sweep. I can't get the backward sweep. That's fine. I'm literally just gonna stand up. But it's like, obviously she's not gonna stay down. But if you can't sweep your opponent and you don't feel like going back to the guard and you don't feel like being on the bottom, stand up with the single leg. Does everyone understand? Okay. Again, win conditions. Person on the top trying to pass. Person on bottom, sweep or stand up with a single leg. We got a lot of people, so if you have enough room, go ahead and finish this fight for the single. But if not, just let it go and then just count it as a win. I was gonna say one more thing. I forgot. Oh yeah. If any other position than the half guard happens, just reset back to the half guard. We're only working the half guard right now. Cool? Okay, so again, from the bottom, sweep, stand up. From the top, pass. No submissions. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Ali on the bottom, Beck on top. Ali looking to sweep or stand up. Yep, she's dragging that ankle, gets to dogfight. Oh, Kirk's in the way. Beck gets her back down with a wizard kick. Stands up. Yes, and gets top position. There we go. Again, get your head higher than your opponents. Get your hips higher than your opponents. Fast forward a bit. And half guard on the other side. Oh no, it's the same side. They're just facing the other direction. Ali's got to get the ankle. Beck doing a good job controlling the far post. But let's go. If Ali is able to build a base, yep, and gets the sweep. Excellent. Kirky's getting in the way. All right, I think that's the end of that. Beck on the bottom, Britt on top. Yep, Beck scoops that ankle. Oh, Britt. Oh, I thought Britt was going to stand up. Oh, okay. Beck's got the far post. Okay, gets to dogfight position. Starts reaping the far post. Nice, you drive, drive, drive. He's got to step that right foot up. Step that right foot up. Okay, that kind of worked out. Britt was about to stand up on him for a second there. Let's fast forward. I think I'm telling him to get his foot up. Go. Yep, fixes the ankle. Let's see if he gets that foot up. No, he does not. I must have told him something else. He gets his head higher, though. He can at least stand up from here. Excellent. Exactly. Fast forward a bit. Think they get one more. He's way underneath her now. Okay, she's going for a guillotine. Almost. Oh, he gets that back. I forget what she was trying to explain. With the overhook, Britt on the bottom, doing a good. Oh, I like this. Beck is doing a good job not letting Britt use that post effectively. She still might be able to switch to her knees, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. There we go. I kind of. She's still on the bottom. Beck going for a darts maybe. She hand fights her way out. Nice. Fast forward. Same position. She's doing a good job blocking that crossface. Beck doing a good job trying to keep her flat. Interesting. Trying to get his leg out. Can't see what the feet are doing. Britt might be able to sweep him the other way to our left right now. She's doing a great job controlling that far arm so Beck can't crossface. And she looks like she's almost like behind him. Looks like she kind of take her left arm out at the same time. Let's see what she does here. She's going for a Kimura trap. Gonna run out of time though. Got Britt on the bottom, Aaliyah on top. Gets to the dog fight, gets to the knees. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, yeah. I'll rewind it in a second. Good scramble. She better finish it. Oh, good defense by Aaliyah at the end there. Look at Britt's right foot. Boom, here. And she plans. You can't see it right now, but she's planning it. That's allowing her to drive this way and also stand up that we saw at the end. So she's driving, 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 driving. Doesn't get it. Allows her to stand up. Good scramble here. A good front headlock. and escape by Aaliyah. They start again. Excuse me. Good leg entanglement, or not leg, good reap by Britt. Again, gets to a standing position. There's no rule in jiu-jitsu that says you have to stay on the bottom. You got collapse on the top, but other than that, it was pretty good. I don't know what I'm telling them here. I think they run it one more time, see if they have time. It's that ankle. Very good. Yeah, exactly. Boom. Switches onto the base. Now she should step onto this foot here. Oh, maybe not. Of course, the one time I pointed out. Oh, she hits a limp arm. Very nice. I would still hit the limp arm with the foot in this position here. Kirk on the bottom, Kai on top. Kai's about to get his back taken. He's got no underhook on Kirk. Yeah, exactly. And that's a simple problem solution right there. Problem solution? Simple solution right there. There we go. Kirk doing a great job controlling that grip. Kai smartly switches to the full guard here. He knew he was going to get angled out on in the half guard. I don't know. Maybe I told him to reset if any other position in the half guard happens. That would be my only guess. Let it go. Kai's keeping that overhook. He should switch that to an underhook. Oh, Kirk might be able to get a shoulder crank or a triangle or something. Or at the very least, yeah, he got his hips out. Hips are out. He's on top. Or he's behind now. Very good job. Denise with the overhook, Beck with the underhook. Oh, gets the forearm. He's got to step that right foot up so he can drive. As soon as you're in the half guard, I would argue get that foot up. Sorry, as soon as you're in the dog fight, get that outside foot up. I can't really think of a reason why you wouldn't, and it gives you so many more advantages. Denise doing a good job controlling that grip. Beck's gonna have a there we go. He gets his base out. This is what I'm talking about. He's got to get his leg planted. I mean, he's working out now because he's going against someone smaller than him. But as soon I'll circle it on the next one, show you what I mean. From here, boom. As soon as he gets to the dogfight position, meaning he's on his knees, yeah, he's doing a good job reading that here. He should be stepping that foot up. Prevent your opponent whizzer kicking you. It allows you to drive further into your partner. It gives you stable base. You're able to stand up easier from there. Lots of benefits, not too many drawbacks. Oh, Denise is going from front headlock if she can get the leg free. She does not. Beck gets a top position. Fast forward a bit. They reset in the half guard. Where does go? Denise doing a good job staying over Beck's head. Beck gets that was a good adjustment by both. So Denise knew that in order to get the front headlock, she needed to get her leg out. She preemptively gets that leg out, but look at what Beck does. He catches it and then he drives into her, collapsing her base. Boom, switches to a single leg actually. That was very slick on both ends. Matt on top, Francisco on the bottom. Spin in the half guard. Ooh, excellent exit. Let's look at that again. So Matt's pressuring down from the half guard. Francisco got the great underhook. He's even got a knee shield in. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Right there. Matt goes to the knee slide. Technically, he's almost past. The only thing keeping him there is that knee shield and that underhook. Watch what Francisco does with his hips. Exits out. His forearm is on the floor so he could base and really get this leg out. And now his hips, oh, you can see his hips are here, no longer underneath his opponent's hips. Easy exit. Very good. Oh, skipped way too far ahead. I apologize, guys. Now they switch positions. Matt's got the underhook. Bases out on the elbow. Okay. This is going to happen a lot. You're going to base onto your elbow. Your opponent is going to drive forward. Your back is going to hit the mat again. Be prepared for that. Stick to the principles. Boom. Matt's back hits the mat. Francisco's got a far post here. Let's see how he deals with it. Matt's still, yep, exactly. Did the right thing. Had the underhook, keeps hipping out. Now he's got a base on his arm. Same thing, gets the leg out. Beautiful. I hope you guys saw that. Bases out on the arm. He's got an arm on this arm's on the floor. Left leg's on the floor. His hips are just out far enough to get this leg all the way out. Boom. There we go. And he's going. They switch positions. Let's just go using a butterfly hook. Oh, close escapes out. Very nice. Elbows inside, get off the flat of your back right here. Matt technically passed here. I don't know if he meant to do that. He's got a I'm not even gonna call it a butterfly hook. It's like a pre-butterfly hook. But realizes he's lost the situation, goes with the flow, gets the underhook here, uses it to power his exit to the other side. Matt bases up, gets out on textbook. Textbook. No complaints here. Looks like, oh no, I thought I was trying to do something else. Look at that grip control. That is crucial. So Matt's trying to pass the half guard. Francisco has the underhook. He decides to switch to his base, which is fine. So Matt's legs are out. Francisco's still on his side. He decides to switch. I don't know if you can see this, but his left hand is grabbing Matt's right arm. That's just very powerful. Right there. Boom. Right there. Matt can't really follow him in the most direct angle, which is this way. In order for Matt to do something effective, he would have to go all the way around to the other side. Now, there's still a problem. Matt's head is still higher than Francisco's head, but he's not directly over him, and he can't get directly over him. He can't put his chest on Francisco's back because his arm is blocked here. Easy exit. Very good grip fight. That's got the underhook. Faces out. Okay, I don't know if you saw that little subtle tip. He bases out. Francisco brings his body this way to put more weight on Matt's center, kind of smash his hip. Watch what Matt does with his arm and his body. Boom, moves it up. Now, Matt's hips are relatively free. I'm not saying he's out yet, but he's a much better position than if Francisco had his weight all the way back here. Let's see what happens with the rest. Goes back, keep going back. Oh, I thought he almost had a cowboy sweep the other way. He could have had a cowboy sweep if he overhooked Francisco's right arm. So here, or not overhooked, but basically Francisco's able to keep his balance because this arm is able to post on the mat over here. Mm, I don't know how Matt could have controlled that hand, but he did the right thing because Francisco is pushing, powering this way. So why would you fight him going this way? Or I should say, if you're fighting him going this way and you feel that shift, definitely take him that way. Francisco was able to post his hand on the mat, keep his balance. Butterfly sweep wasn't there. Cowboy sweep wasn't there. Trying to think what else he could have done. He could have maybe entered into a double butterfly and then stood up. Up select for the close guard. Do I make him keep going from here? I think I make him keep going from here. Matt's got to get rid of that crossface. Where'd it go? This crossface is keeping him from being able to effectively turn into his partner. You can see his back on the floor. Now he's got a full guard, which isn't the worst case scenario, but Francisco's doing a good job controlling the head. Oh, nice little close guard octopus stand up. I hope I was far enough away to catch all of that. So here, Matt brings his arm around like he's going for a Kimura sweep. Instead, I don't know if you can see this, opts elect for this octopus hook. His fingers could be a little bit further in the armpit, but not bad. But his other arm is based out that we can't see right now. His foot is based out. You can see that. So pull his leg straight back to stand up. Very nice. This is a very, very interesting one to study. Both guys doing great jobs with the principle. See if they have time for one more. Yep. Francis starts with the underhook. Deep overhook by Matt. Francis is going to base out, probably get that leg out. You'd stand up. Yep. Textbook.
I'm going to show the example from side control because that's where I've been having success lately. Couple principles I want to go over. From the half guard, generally you're going to grab a single leg to stand up. From the closed guard, you have options. You could go to the half guard to the single leg, or you could post out. Go if they're above you significantly, go to turtle, stand up, or like we just did, hit the technical stand up. One thing that took me 16 years to discover, I discovered this like 2 weeks ago when I started playing around with it. If I can keep the hands separated and get the turtle, I can stand up. Whether it's from the front headlock or whether it's behind me, or he's behind me, okay? Again, principles for today. Keep the hands separated, get the turtle, find a way to stand up, okay? So, if I'm in side control here, this is what I've been doing lately and I've been absolutely loving it. I'm in side control here, I'm gonna get a cross grip, meaning my right hand is gonna get to his right hand here, right? This would be the same side grip, this is a cross grip. I need to straighten that arm out as much as I can, and then I start walking and get the turtle, and then stand up from there. Now, a couple things are gonna happen. Your opponent's obviously gonna chase your back, which is why you need to keep the hands separated. If I'm here and I successfully get the turtle here, yeah, obviously he's following me, and I let go, he's just gonna control me again, okay? So, for you wrestlers, you already know this. From here, if I get the turtle and he's chasing my back, right? Keep the hands separated, and I can stand up. Another thing that I want to go over that I saw yesterday, if Matt's weight is directly on top of me, I'm gonna have a hard time standing up. So if I'm here, I'm doing everything right, I got the hands separated, I got it away, I get the turtle here, yeah, if he's directly over me, I'm gonna have a hard time standing up. I need to get his weight close to my lower back, right? So from this specific example, I'm probably gonna ramp my chest up a little bit and kind of walk my feet out, and then I can stand up. Think of like that good morning on a barbell, right? If I gave you 130 pounds and I had you hold it like a squat and made you do this, it's really heavy, right? But then if I place the bar closer to your lower back, it's a lot easier. Why? Science, I don't know. But anyway, try and keep your opponent from, number one, connecting their hands, and number two, having their weight directly on top of you. This is the only advice I'm gonna give you for this round. Separate the hands in a cross grip, okay? And when I say separate, I mean you have to lock your arm out. Get the turtle, stand up. Does everyone understand? Three guiding principles. Separate the hands, get the turtle, stand up. I'm gonna start you in side control. Any questions? Took me 16 years to discover that. On three, 1, 2, 3, go!
Kai on the bottom, Jesus on top. Kai getting the arms in, getting off the flat of his back, running that ghost escape. Do it again. Boom. Ghost escape setup. He's got a lockdown. Jesus is far arm though. If Jesus was a little bit more experienced, as Kai was spinning, he would just lift his chest and he'd just have side control on the other side. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Here we go. Now he's running it again. Jesus doing a good job redistributing his weight every time Kai goes to adjust. Kai's got to use this arm in conjunction with a turn away from his partner to get himself parallel. Right now, let me erase that. Right now, Jesus' spine is like this. Kai's spine is like this, right? You want them parallel. So he's got to go all the way this way. How does he do that? He uses his hand for free, so Jesus into place, and he runs it. There we go. Gonna run it again. Fast forward. Tight side control from here. Kai's got to lock down that arm. Kai's got to lock. If he's gonna go for the ghost escape, he's got to hold this arm for dear life. There we go. Now he's getting on the side. Now he can get out. Again, arms inside, get off the flat of your back. Most escapes start that way. Flat body and mobile body, so he wants to get on the side. Now he can actually turtle. He's going the wrong way. Good recovery by Jesus. Oh, he just put himself in a north-south choke. Should have went to turtle. And on top, Kai on the bottom. Ant's doing a great job. Oh, there we go. Kills the far post. Mounts. Is going to start side control on the other side. So go. It looks like Kai's going for the ghost escape. Preventing Ant from stepping over like he did last time. He's got to shut that arm down, though. Okay, there we go. And he's out. Very nice. Says go again. Looking for that ghost escape again. Ant's got to hold him down. Oh, very nice. He didn't get the full escape, or I should say he did get the full escape. He didn't get on top. But again, if your opponent gives you space, it gives you space to put your frames inside. So now Ant's got a real tight lockdown. Kai going for the ghost escape again. At least that's where his hands are positioned. Yup, bumps. He's got to get his head free. He's got to use a series of bumps to get his head free. Ant tries to mount, but he can't. Let's look at why he couldn't. Because Kai's arm and leg were in the correct position. Right here. Boom. And goes to mount and not. Kai's arm and leg are preventing that. His arm could actually be a little bit tighter, but good enough. And he gets out. Now he gets a full escape on top. Fast forward a bit. I think they got one more in. The word is go. Going for the ghost escape the third time. Bumping, bumping. If Kai continues to turn, he might be able to reverse Anthony from here. There we go. Excellent. Anthony was a little bit too parallel. He didn't have any post, so his post is dead on this side, as well as his leg being trapped. I shouldn't say trapped, but occupied. Kai just turns over, no posts, breaks the center of gravity, and he's out. Aaliyah on top, Brit on the bottom here. Let's see what Brit does. She gets a frame inside. Looks like she's going for like a modified version of the Ghost Escape, trying to get the right arm all the way across. Yep, there we go. Now she's gonna have to be careful when she turns out. She's gotta control that arm, unless she can get a scramble going. There we go. She goes. She might be able to actually. I don't know. I thought she was going for like a reversal here. Still looking for that Ghost Escape. Gets on her side. Ali doing a good job putting shoulder pressure in. It's deceptive. Ali's got very good shoulder pressure. Oh, Britt gets a frame and she might go to turtle from here. She's got her arms separated. Looks like she's gonna turtle. Can she get her hips free? There we go. Well, I was about to say she's gonna stand up. She might give up her back. Okay, here we go. I was risky there at the end. That's a very good example of understanding the principles that we went over. She kept the hands separated. She didn't let the person on top ride her hips. She got out. She defended the back as she came up. That would be like the only thing I would argue she was in danger of. On the bottom, Kirk on top, backing to getting to his side, keeping that hand disconnected. Nice turnout. That was perfect. That was textbook. Forget what we were talking about here. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. That was perfect. Go back and look at that one, guys. That was great. Here, Beck getting inside position with the arms. Good. It's got an underhook. Let's see how he deals with it. Opts to turn away. Separates the hand again. Kirk keeping his hips right on top of him. Goes, oh, mounts. And Beck recovers the half guard. Good attack and response by both guys. Trying to look for that ghost escape, it looks like. He keeps turning away from him, which is fine. He's just got to get off the flat of his back. Turns. Yep, separates the hands. Nice. See if we could get a better angle on this one. So again, yep, he's getting that. I don't know if you could see his left arm come through here. Yep, getting to the ghost escape, trying to get out. Kirk almost takes the back with the arm. Oh, nice, and he mounted. That was interesting. Let's see how that played out. So Beck goes to turn. Kirk goes to take the back. Rides the momentum, misses it, rides the momentum forward. Very nice. Kirk's got such a funky style. Beck trying to get that far side underhook in. He could bump and shrimp towards his opponent and just come up to turtle. That's to separate the hands. He's got a pretty good chance of. Uh, okay, good grip by Kirk here. That's going to keep Beck in place. Go for the triangle? Almost. Heck over the Armenian Hunchback. Denise on top, Beck on the bottom here. Beck getting to his side. Oh, he's got the grip cleared. Beautiful escape. He held on to it, I would argue, a little bit too long. It kind of prevented him from getting up, but overall, very good. See if we can do it again. Choose the ghost escape again. Not the ghost escape, the Craig Jones get up. Oh, it turns into her this time. Manages to get away. Hey, good enough. He's like looking over at me. Listen, however you can, understanding the principles, make it happen. I am totally okay with that. Doesn't matter what it looks like. What's the meme? If it's dumb but it works, it's not dumb. Yep. So that time he had two hands on one, and he managed to get. Let's look at that one again. He had two hands on one, managed to get off the flat of his back, and he's turning into her. Excellent. Again, objectively, it's the same thing. Got the hands separated. Yep, he's going to turn, turn, turn. Denise doing a good job keeping up with him this time. But Beck still has the hands separated. Turns into her. Gets back to a guarded position. Oh, she passes again. Not bad. All right, they're going to reset. Let me fast forward. See how Beck chooses to respond. He keeps the hands separated. Okay, fixes the grip. Turns to side. That was excellent. He still let her get behind him a little bit, but the hands were separated, so it wasn't an immediate threat. Let's go back and look at that one. Here, hands are separated. He's going to make a run for it. So now from here, yeah, she got behind him a little bit, but if you look at his, I don't know if you could see it, his right hand, she cannot connect her hand, so he's pretty much free and clear at that point. Reset again. Beck is trying to get his arms on the inside. I don't know what she's telling him. If he tries to turn away without getting his arms, yeah, he's got to get his arms to the inside, and then that's going to allow him to turn away. Exactly. Whether he breaks the grip or not. There we go. Now he's meant to break the grip. Boom. Not bad. At least he managed to regard. He's got time for one more. Oh, let me go too far on that one. Yeah, he's trying to turn without getting the inside position with the arm here. All Denise has to do is smash her weight down, and he's pinned again. So try and get your arms on the inside, no matter what escape you're doing. Exactly. He's got his arms on the inside. Grip is broken. I'm doing a horrible job with the camera. Exactly. He gets to his knees, gets his hips out from underneath hers, and he's out. It worked. Got Beck on top, Denise on the bottom. Denise opts to turn away. I'm assuming her arms are in the inside. She got off the flat of her back, separated the arms. Okay, I can see why she turned away now. She turned away because Beck had a crossface on her, so she wasn't able to turn into him. Don't like how she kept her arm bent at the end though. Again, she turns away, separates arm. See if she's gonna build a base. She runs out. Yep, builds a base. There we go. Excellent. When to let go of the arm, I'm not gonna lie, is like an art in and of itself. Starting, you see Beck has a crossface. Let's see if she goes. Yep, she goes away again. I like how she's running her hips. Okay, you didn't see it, but she is using her knee break Beck's grip. I'm assuming her right hand is on Beck's like hand over here somewhere. So then when the grip does break, she can immediately straighten it and start to run. Let's see if we can see it. Yep, the grip is broken, I believe. Yep, she's running. Nice. I'd like to see her get her hips out a little bit more before she turtles. Here. No, that was pretty good. Much better angle here. See how she deals with that grip. Oh, grip's already broken. Okay. Beck doing a good job re-gripping. Interesting. Oh, good hip out. So Beck tried to ride at the end. Here. Beck tries to ride to go to the back. She sits through, boom, hips out, and notice she kept a grip on this arm for as long as possible so Beck can't make any meaningful connections to her. Very nice. I like that hand separation. The only thing I could recommend is she walk her hip. I'm just nitpicking at this point. Oh, I forget what I was telling these guys. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Oh no, I think I was literally about to say she's kind of like sliding out. I'd like her to walk out and knee over or belly down. I don't want to say belly down. Get to her knees rather than just like rely on the slickness of the mat to slide out. I like how she's using that knee to break the grip. There we go, and she gets to a standing position. Nice. One thing that is having me concerned is the fact that Beck's arm is over here. If she wants to belly out this way, she still can. This is going to make it more difficult if this is the grip that she chooses. I don't have a better suggestion in the moment. She would probably end up in a front headlock position. This would be a great time. Oh, whoops. Belly down because the person's got a cross face here. There's nothing stopping you from going forward. Nice. She's relying on a scramble a little bit too much at the end. I'd like to see her, yeah, kind of walk along the mat a little bit more. I think I just told her that. Yeah, 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 I think I did. We're here, see if she makes any adjustments. Rather than scramble your way out, like you have a connection to the floor.